One's not very accurate.
Yeah, being a hooker. Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are addressing yet another some crazy assumption about interracial marriages, interracial couples, or stereotype. If you're not yet subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. Be sure to comment on the video and tell me what you think. And please go ahead and do turn on the post notification button so that each time we upload a brand new video, you are alerted. So come on, grab your drink as usual, grab your wine or popcorn, and let's talk. Just a little disclaimer: everything that I'm going to say here today in this video is based on what I have experienced, what I've seen from my close friends. Please don't come for my neck because I said this and that. This is based on my experience. I have been all around Africa, and what I have noticed is being in an interracial relationship, interracial marriage, I just meet a lot of assumptions. Anyways, number one thing I want to talk about is they always assume as to how you met that white guy. When they see an African woman married to this white guy, they always assume that you purposefully went to a club or a bar where white guys hang out so that you could meet that guy, that white guy.
First thing that comes to my mind is, like, if you're meeting a girl in a bar or a club or whatever, like, how often does that lead to marriage? And you meet someone in a club or a bar, what does the girl think of the guy, and what does the guy think of the girl? So
Yeah,
maybe that one's not very accurate.
Yeah. Number two thing I want to talk about is when they see an African woman married to a white guy, they always assume that that guy must be rich. It doesn't matter where they come from or where this man comes from, what they do for work. They just because that person is white, they just assume that that person must be rich. It's nice to be perceived as well married to a rich man, right? Who wouldn't want to be perceived that way? However, there's just a lot of expectations that come with that assumption. If there's anyone in the family that has financial problem, they expect you to help out. They do not take no for an answer. Even when you are broke, they wouldn't understand that perhaps you are genuinely broke because you're married to this white guy. And so they just expect you to do a lot. It's like in their minds, I'm pretty sure they are thinking that your guy, your bae has this tree that just gives out dollars instead of fruits, and so they expect you to take care of things. That's just the way it is. Yeah, and that could be frustrating. We all go through problems. Yes, I am not saying that I cannot help out. When and if I can, sure, I will be happy to help out. Number three, the number three thing I want to talk about is an interracial marriage is closely linked to prostitution. This is actually a little bit related to my number one point. So they just assume that you were a former prostitute. You are a former prostitute. You were a hooker in the line of... Because people watch a lot of...
Pretty Woman. It's the Pretty Woman.
That's a thing. They watch
story.
Pretty Woman a lot.
And then they believe that actually
And they
happened.
believe that, yeah.
Okay, this one, I think it happens sometimes.
It doesn't happen every day.
No. So
What you see in Pretty Woman does not happen every day. Where a rich guy meets this girl on the street, and then they fall in love and they get married.
it could happen. It can happen.
Yeah, that's
sometimes
exactly.
it does, but we don't really think it's very common. Not as common as what people think when they make these guesses. Number 4.
Yeah, I think, number 4. They assume that this person, the white guy that you are married to, cooks for you, brings you breakfast in bed, spoils you, that kind of thing. But I personally don't agree with that.
Okay, if I'm going to react to that.
What do you think?
I think what she's getting at here is there's a sort of a stereotype, 2 stereotypes in play. And stereotype number 1 is the typical local guy, say a local African. They have a kind of a very, very old school attitude, like the man's the man, the woman's the woman, and he's the boss, and you listen to what I say, da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, when they see people from Europe or North America, and they take maybe that's what she's trying to describe as the more progressive attitude. And so I don't know if we're bringing people food in bed or doing the dishes or something, but in terms of not bossing them around, in terms of, say, getting together and having a discussion to think about important decisions within the household, that's there. I would say probably there's a big difference between the average person that you would meet, like me, and say the average or typical kind of guy that you might meet locally.
Yeah.
What do you think?
You know what? It's not unusual to see a white guy, like say from Europe, from the West, in the kitchen doing the things that a woman does in the kitchen.
Because sometimes I cook up whatever, right? Like I do.
Yeah,
sometimes.
It's not unusual for a man to be in the kitchen doing the work that the woman does, like even doing laundry. You do your laundry.
Okay.
Occasionally,
yeah.
Yes. Washing dishes, it's not unusual. It's not something unheard of. However, culturally, in Africa, a kitchen is not a place for a man. Therefore, when you see a man in the kitchen, it's like, what are you doing? Yeah.
So
that's how
very, very different.
Yeah, it's very, very different.
They wouldn't expect for if everybody's Zambian, they don't expect the guy to be in the kitchen.
Because what happens is perhaps the man is agreeable to that, to help the wife doing the cooking, doing the dishes and everything. But then the problem would come from their relatives,
or
the in-laws,
their friends, or someone would be like, well,
they
see
could
get criticized, like, what, dude, what are you doing? Why are you in there helping out in the kitchen?
Number 5. So number 5, they assume that this person that you're married to, once they love you, they are going to love you forever. And they will never cheat on you. They will never do anything to wrong you because they love you and it's for good. So if this white man is only a human being, they could do all the things that the black guy can do. So believing that they can never leave you, they can never cheat on you, that's not it.
Yeah, it can happen. I mean, there's no magic guarantee against. There's no magic guarantee of all the positive stuff that will happen, and there's no magic guarantee, say, of the negative stuff that it won't happen. Each person,
Each person is different.
It's
Yeah.
It's no one size fits all. Definitely, I think what we're trying to say is, if you try and put a kind of a one size fits all stereotypical interpretation of this kind of relationship, and you say they're all like this or they're all like that or it's always this or it's always that. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Sometimes one or two things, but it's not like that all the time.
Yeah. And all you have to do is just listen to the news, look at Hollywood. Everything bad is happening all the time. The divorce rate in the West is soaring. Then you even know the answer, that the stereotype or the assumption is not true. All right. Okay, guys, if you have any other assumptions, let us know by commenting down below on this video. If you have found value in this video, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. And we are very happy to see you, and we'll see you in our next video. Bye for now.